Hello guys, it's Teenage DC Fan back with another video, and the Titans Season 2 trailer was released today, and now I'm going to do a breakdown for the trailer. By the way, I have watched the first season, and I've been meaning to post a review for it, but I just haven't gotten around to it, so a review for the first season should be coming soon. But for right now, let's check out the trailer. So as you can see, this premieres on September 6th, so that's very soon. So I'm going to do what I do with all my trailer breakdowns, and I'm going to play the trailer first, just so I can get another good look at it, and in case you haven't seen it yet, then you can check it out with me as well. And sorry about the sound.
Titans, friend. New ones too. Titans are back, bitches! There are no sidekicks in Titans. We're partners. We have each other's back. This is the new Titans. Ripta.
So what are we? Titans 2.0?
Titans Next Generation. No way. What? Just joke.
Alright, so that is the end of the trailer. So now we're going to go back through it.
You made the.
And this time without the sound, just because you probably can't hear it very well anyway. Also, sorry about the lighting. I have to do this on my computer, like record with my phone and then look at the trailer on my computer. So it's kind of bad lighting and stuff like that. So this is basically going to be a shot by shot. So I'm going to slow down the speed to 0.25. So then that way I can literally get frame by frame, or at least pretty much. So let's get into the trailer. If it will unpause. And this is going to be really slow. But as you can see here, Dick is of course with Bruce Wayne. We saw Batman in last season, but we never saw Bruce Wayne. But now they finally cast him, and they're talking, and he's like, I see that you made the news with your, oh, I should pause that. I see that you made the news with your old Titans friends, and even some new ones. So that's, of course, referring to the old team of Titans, which you will see later on in the trailer. And then right here, as you kind of already saw because I forgot to pause, it's Jason Todd, and of course he is excited to be a part of the Titans now because he's Robin, but he's the second Robin, so of course he admires Dick Grayson, who was the original Robin, so he's super psyched to be working with Dick, and yeah, he's just happy about that, and now they're on a team together, so this looks like they're outside the house from the ending of last season, where it was Rachel's mother's house, and you know where Trigon was and everything. So it looks like they have, you know, a news crew there, and like police and firemen and stuff like that. So obviously people were alerted about this. Maybe there was some big disturbance that alerted everyone. But let's keep going now. So Titans Season 2. And of course I have bad internet, so it's going to just stop right in the middle here. Alright, now here is Wonder Girl, our first look at her suit. Well, actually, her suit was leaked a while ago, but this is our first official look at her suit. So it looks very comic accurate, you know, with all the red and then the Wonder Woman logo on her belt. And then later on in the trailer, we do see her using the golden lasso of truth. And I'm excited to see more of her in this season because of course we did see her in the first season, but only for like 1 or 2 episodes, and it was a very small role, even though one of the episodes was literally named after her. And then here you can see Jason Todd and Dick Grayson fighting. So this part is a little confusing because, as you can see, Dick Grayson is in his Robin outfit, but in the first season, his Robin outfit was destroyed because, of course, he quit being Robin because he doesn't want to live in Batman's shadow anymore, and he doesn't want to be treated like a little kid. So I think that this is another part of Trigon's illusions and nightmare stuff. So I don't know whose this is because, of course, we already saw Dick's nightmare illusion thing. So maybe this is just a continuation of that, but I'm not really 100% sure. But then here we see Hawk back again after the first season, and his suit I think it's exactly the same. He and Dove actually had a larger role in the first season than I thought they would, and I really like their characters though, so I'm glad to see that they're back. And Dove is also back in action. Now here we see Starfire. She has new hair, which I'm really excited about because in the first season I really hated her hair. Like the color, like the hot pink color, wasn't what bothered me about it because like it's accurate enough. Like it doesn't necessarily have to literally be like orangish red. Like the hot pink was fine, but it was just that it was like curly hair, and like Starfire's never had curly hair. It was kind of like an afro too, like at the same time, and it just looks super bad. But now she has some new hair, and I'm liking this a lot better. It's more of the orangish reddish color, and it's not curly, so you know that's a plus. And then you can see that she's fighting someone here, and then you can also see off to the left there is Donna Troy, aka Wonder Girl, and she has the lasso of truth. But wait till you see this part. So as you can see there, she punches somebody, but it's somebody with hot pink hair, hot pink curly hair. So who does that remind you of? Starfire from the first season. So this means that Starfire is fighting Starfire. So this could possibly mean that this is another nightmare illusion thing from Trigon, because at the end of the season, when Dick went into the house and like fell under the trance, I guess you could say, Starfire, or well, actually I shouldn't really be calling her Starfire because never really called her Starfire on the show. So Coriander, and Donna Troy, they were outside the house when Dick went in, so maybe they got affected too, and maybe they have to fight themselves or something. Although, I heard some rumors that Blackfire would be appearing in this season of Titans. If you don't know who Blackfire is, it's basically Starfire, Coriander's evil twin sister. Um, Although in the comics and like in the TV shows, Blackfire has like purplish hair and has a completely different outfit, but this just looks like a doppelganger of Corey. So it's possible that it is Blackfire, but it's more of like a clone type situation. Well, probably not an actual clone. This could be actually her sister, but just not like the typical Blackfire approach that you would want. So I hope that that's not Blackfire. But then here we see Dove. I think those might be new goggles. I'm not completely sure, but I'm glad to see her back in action because, of course, in the first season, she was injured, and I actually thought she was dead after that, but I'm glad that she's not because she's an awesome character, and Hawk and Dove together make an awesome duo. And this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to try and speed things up a bit. Now, here's our first look at Aqualad. Alright. There. You can kind of see him off to the left. And then, of course, we have Wonder Girl there. So, yes, that's Aqualad. This is different from the version that I'm used to, because, of course, I'm used to the one that's on Young Justice. So, like, completely different outfit, completely different look. But this one looks awesome, too. It's almost kind of like an Aquaman armor, except it's red and blue. I think this is actually based on the original outfit and design for Aqualad from the comics. and I'm excited to see him on the show because he was part of the original Titans from this show, I guess. Then there's Dick, and he's like, we're not sidekicks on the Titans, we're a team. And then here you can see Beast Boy. He's going beast mode, and I really hope that he turns into some other animals, like other than a tiger, because the cool thing about Beast Boy is that he can turn into any animal. But in the first season, he only turned into a tiger. So I hope that maybe he learns that he can turn into other animals too, possibly. But then also you can see Raven in the back there. Oh, here's a bunch of quick shots. I'm not sure if I can get it slowed down any more than that. Maybe. No, not really. Okay, so you kind of just got a quick glimpse of Superboy here. Okay, yeah, I can't get it back there to the right part, but basically it showed Superboy as his comic accurate black shirt with the red Superman logo, and it basically just looks like Superboy. So I'm excited to see that. Then here we have Rose Wilson, aka the Ravager, which is another character I'm looking forward to seeing in this season. This season has a lot of new characters, but a lot of good new characters. So of course she is the daughter of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, and she has a very comic accurate look in this because she has the white hair and the eye patch, and then she has a sword as well. Now, like I said, it's like rapid fire here for like different looks at other characters. Um, it did show another look at Starfire, but I don't think I'll be able to get to that again. There's Jason Todd on the motorcycle. There is Raven, aka Rachel, and you can see that she has the little red crystal thing on her forehead. And you might be wondering, what's that? She didn't have that in season 1, and she didn't have that earlier in the trailer. Well, from my understanding of like watching like the cartoon side of Teen Titans, both the original and Teen Titans Go, which is not even close to as good as the original Teen Titans show. But also I watched Justice League versus Teen Titans, the animated DC movie, and that basically explained that. So I think basically she traps Trigon inside of that crystal, and then she wears it on her forehead so that he can't escape, because like every time she uses her powers, it like strengthens the barrier, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, we pretty much know that she's going to defeat Trigon, because we know that Deathstroke is the main villain of this season, and Trigon was barely in the last season, but he was supposed to be the main villain anyway. So she's probably going to trap him in that, and it is possible that he could get out at some point. Probably not in this season, but later on. There was another shot of Aqualad there, but then here's Wonder Girl in action with her lasso of truth. Now here's Superboy. This is probably happening right after the post-credit scene from the first season, where he just broke out of the containment cell that he was being held in at Cadmus Labs, and then he finds Crypto the dog, and then he reads the dog tag, and then it says Crypto, and he's like, oh, Crypto. And so then he keeps the dog, but little does he know, it's a super-powered dog, and it's basically the Superman version, the dog version of Superman, basically. So I'm excited to see Crypto, because I love dogs along with most people in the world, and he actually looks very comic accurate here. That's something I'm happy about, because I remember that Crypto was actually on Smallville, but he looked nothing like Crypto. Like he had brown fur and all that stuff, but not comic accurate to Crypto at all. But this is actually accurate. it would be cool if he even got like a red Superman cape towards the end of the season to like solidify that comic accurateness. And it's loading. It's loading. Oh, the dog's moving. Now here is Ravager Rose Wilson, and she is taking out some police officers or guards. Now, something that's kind of hard to see here, if you like slow it down even more, which I don't think I can do on here, then you'll notice that her eye, over her eye is a bandage, so she doesn't have the eye patch. So maybe this is taking place before the other shot we saw of her in the trailer, and maybe it'll show how she loses her eye. Or maybe her eye patch just gets ripped off and then she's like, ow, my eye. So then she bandages it up here. And then also here you can see how comic accurate her outfit was. It was the black and orange. It's basically Deathstroke suit, but without the mask and stuff. And here's Starfire, and there's some kind of car explosion, I think. Now here is Dick. He's shoving a katana in Rachel's face. I don't know why. I mean, I'm assuming this is just training, because Rachel was the one that couldn't really control her powers, and she was very like she didn't know how to use her powers, basically. Like, she was out of control. So he's probably training her. Now here you see Hawk and Dove fighting some criminals. I believe that this is a flashback because this is actually straight from the first season, I believe. And you can see that Dick is there. Well, you can see it better later on. Now here's Jason Todd, and he is actually fighting Dr. Light. And it's kind of hard to see him there. But Dr. Light is another Teen Titans villain. And I actually didn't know that Dr. Light was going to be in this season. I'm not necessarily liking his look, although at the same time I don't really know how they could have made him more accurate, because like his comic accurate outfit is just, he looks stupid. But I might get used to this. The helmet is just what's throwing me off, because it makes him look like a gladiator, like a Roman gladiator. But like the whole chest plate, like Iron Man reactor type thing that's going on, I'm cool with that. So Jason Todd is fighting him, and I believe that Dr. Light is working with Deathstroke. So there's Hawk and Dove and Dick, and then you could see that some criminal got thrown over there by water, so I'm assuming that was Aqualad. And that was the original Titans. So the OG Titans are Dick, Don, Hank, Aqualad, whatever his name. I'll just go with the superhero names because most people know their names better that way. So Robin, Hawk, Dove, Aqualad, and Wonder Girl. So that's the original Titans. And excuse me. And then here's the new Titans. Of course, we have Raven, Jason, Raven, Beast Boy, and Robin, which is Jason Todd. And they're looking at something that includes a lot of dead bodies and blood, so I'm assuming that might be from attacks of Deathstroke. And they look like they're in some kind of like high-tech facility, and there's been rumors and also theories after seeing some set photos that we're going to be getting the Titans Tower in this season. And I love the Titans Tower, it's pretty awesome. Although it kind of doesn't make sense because it's basically just a group. Well, it makes sense on here because, most of them are adults, but like on the cartoons, like Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, like they're actual teenagers. So I don't know how they own their own building. And it's not like they have day jobs, so they can't pay for it or anything. But anyway, I think that this is the Titans Tower, and in the comics and in cartoons, the Titans Tower is like a literal T, like the shape of the building is a T. I don't think they're going to do that on the show because I don't think that there's any way that they could make that look cool or realistic. Then here you see Rachel again, and she's like, what are we going to call ourselves? Titans 2.0? And then Dick says Titans future generation or next generation, something like that. And you can see that she has the red crystal thing on her forehead as well. I'm not quite sure where they are though. And here is the OG Titans. So that's a real good look at them. Going from right to left, you have Dove, Hawk, Robin, Dick Grayson, Aqualad, and then Wonder Girl. That's a better look at Aqualad's costume. So it's like the red with the gold accents, and then, of course, the gold belt buckle. That's the Aquaman logo, and then the blue pants. So that's obviously a flashback. So, I'm basically all of the OG, like original Titans have been on the first season except for Aqualad. So I'm assuming that in those flashbacks it will explain why we haven't seen Aqualad. Like, maybe he went evil, maybe he got captured, maybe he supposedly died, and then we're gonna find out that he's not dead. I don't know, but I'm just hoping that it's explained. And in this part, they're communicating on like walkie-talkies or something like that. I mean, they wouldn't use walkie-talkies because they're pretty much adults, but they're like, "Whoa, what is it?" And then we basically just get our first look at Deathstroke here, and of course they say Deathstroke because Deathstroke. You gotta say it dark and mysteriously because Deathstroke is dark and mysterious. And I'm really liking the way that he looks here. So as you can see, this suit is very comic accurate. So you can see on like the torso and the chest, you have some chainmail there, which is accurate to the comics, and of course you have the big shoulder pads, and the whole suit is like a mixture of blue and orange. You've got some grenades there, a bunch of like a whole arsenal of weapons on his suit. Of course, he has the sword on his back, probably in a sheath. I mean, I would hope so. And then, of course, you have the awesome helmet that's split down the middle, half orange, half black. And then you can see the red dot. I'm not liking that so much, because it just reminds me of Deadshot, like from the Suicide Squad movie. Cause it's supposed to be like on the black side of his face, like there's no eye, and then on the orange side of his face, like there's an eye. But now it's like there's an eye on both sides, and the eye on the black side is like a red light. So maybe it is just a light, just to look cool, because supervillains, they can't just do evil stuff. They gotta look cool while they're doing it. But maybe it's like a robotic eye, and like half of his head is like a robot. I don't know, it'd be kind of like Cyborg, but I do not want to see that. But yeah, he looks cool. So then that is the end of the trailer for Titans Season 2. You get that awesome logo. So I am super excited to watch Season 2 of Titans. Like I said, I actually just finished watching the first season because it just came out on DVD and Blu-ray. So I was finally able to watch it. And it's an awesome show. I definitely recommend watching it. And this trailer got me really hyped for Season 2. So go ahead and get DC Universe and watch Titans when this comes out on September 6th. I'll be posting my review for the first season within the next few days. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later, because I mean the first season came out like pretty much almost a year ago. So yeah. Also, Doom Patrol comes out in October, I think. So I'm super excited to watch that, because my favorite episode of the first season of Titans was episode 4, because it was all about the Doom Patrol. So I'm excited for that. So stay tuned for my review for Doom Patrol in October or whenever I get it watched. And then, of course, stay tuned for the sooner video, Titans Season 1, my review for that, within the next couple days, within this week. So stay tuned for my review on Titan Season 1. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you like this trailer for Season 2? Do you have a DC Universe? Are you excited for this? Because I know I am. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video so I can bestow all my DC knowledge upon you.